Alright, I'm TJ.
I'm Blake.
We're with Primal Iron. Today we're going to show you how to make an overhead pressing stone and a cross stone. This is going to be used similar to carrying a Husafeld. Alright, so what we're doing here, our plan is to make a cross similar to a Husafeld stone. Trying to get it anywhere 200 plus, looking at about 250. We're going to see how it turns out later though. We're also going to make just a block for use to push pressing over the head. You've seen in World's Strongest Man competitions, everything like that. We're going to try to get one roughly 150 to 200. The concrete we're going to be using to make these, we're going with the Sackcrete 5000 plus. I've used a few different types of brands of concrete and everything. This has been the better. It holds together really good. It doesn't chip, come out. I do have one of them back there that's chipping already because I used the Quickcrete. It doesn't hold together. All right, what we're doing now, we're piecing the border of the cross together with the wood that we did pre-cut. We're using 2x8s, trying to get a little bit thicker, add a little bit more weight to it. All we're doing, screwing them into the ends, piecing them together. The only difference between this and the way we had to make the Husafeld, with these angles, the pieces were coming together like this right here. So what we had to do was take some long L brackets and screw them into here to here just to hold it. And then once we get this built, we're gonna fasten this down with L brackets around the edges to a piece of plywood, so that way it holds, and whenever we put the cement in it, it's not gonna lift it up or anything like that. So what we're just gonna finish this, put that on, and then we're gonna work on our block next. Alright, now what we're doing is taking the L brackets, fasten it down to this piece of plywood, just to kind of keep our borders from coming off once we're filling it with cement, with the concrete. This just keep it moving, keeping it from moving, just so it's going to hold its shape a lot better. We're finishing up the pressing block right now. Next, we got the cross. Now that we've got our border set, we're kind of taping up around all the little edges. This is just so the concrete doesn't seep out and leak out everywhere. Kind of helps hold its shape, and then that way you don't have any kind of sharp edges stabbing you when you're trying to lift your stones. We're going to do the same thing here in a minute with the cross as soon as we get done with this block. Alright, now we're mixing up our concrete. Each bag usually takes about a gallon of water to mix with it, but with it being as hot as it is outside right now, it's taking a little bit more than usual. The consistency is almost there. You want it soupy, but not too soupy. This is more what we're looking at right now. This one took about a gallon and a half of water, but it's also about 90 degrees outside right now too. It dries up quick the hotter it is. Alright, right now we've got a couple bags here in our cross. It's still pretty wet. I mean, we just literally got done putting our second bag in it. So we're going to let it dry just a little bit longer before we put our rebar in it. Rebar is going to add just a little bit of weight. I think it's roughly 12 pounds. But we're more or less putting it in here to help hold it together, because the two arms on the cross are going to be a little bit weaker. So when we drop it, we want a little bit more support from the inside. But while we're waiting on this to dry a little bit, we're going to go ahead and start on our other block. Same thing with it. We're going to wait for it to fill about halfway up, and then we're going to put a 25-pound plate inside of it just to give it a little bit more weight. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and center this. I'm going to go ahead and put this rebar in here with the cross. Again, this is just to hold it, kind of help hold it together, and center it the best I can. As dry as it is, it's not going to sink. It's pretty solid in here. Get it good and indented. And let's add a little bit more weight. Let's go ahead and put an extra 10-pound plate in here. Same thing with it. I'm going to go ahead and center it too. All right, it's Friday morning. We finished these up Tuesday night. We gave them an extra day or so to dry. They probably would have been good enough to open up yesterday, as hot as it's been. But I figured give them one more day to cure before we started messing with them. So now we're gonna go ahead and unload these and weigh them in and see what we got.
$197.8. You get it? $336.6 Wow. Told you it's so cool. Did you hear your scale crack?